Hey, I'm Roland from Mobile Geeks, and this is our unboxing of the LG G3. So what we have right here is actually two models. So this is our box of a pre-production Korean model that was the 3 gig and 32 gig version coming out over there, but that didn't have the full packaging or the full packaging contents. But what you can see is that the version for Korea is coming in this a bit bigger box, which maybe not have been final, and it's also made in this golden design. This right here is the European 2 gigabyte and 16 gigabyte flash version. That is, in this case, a titanium colored model, so it's the gray model coming in this silver kind of metal looking box right here. So what this is going to be about is this retail version. This is just the packaging and exactly the same contents as you are going to be able to buy in Europe and probably also in the US and a bunch of other countries. So let's unbox the LG G3 in the European retail version. The box of the LG G3 already tells you that this is going to be a high-end device. Looking from the sides, you see this distinctive shape right here. On the back, you get all the information that is essential to the device. So it tells you about the Quad HD screen in here, 5.5 inches, running on a Snapdragon 801 processor at 2.5 gigahertz. It has a 1-watt speaker, including a 1.5 watt booster amp, and a 13 megapixel camera, including iOS OIS Plus. Also, very interesting, the new laser autofocus technology, but I'll show you the laser later on. This right here is the markings for the 3000 milliamp hour battery. That should give you about a day of use. And down here it says 16 gigabyte memory in here. This is actually marked as not for sale since this is a sample from LG. So let's start unboxing. First, lifting up the top. Put this to the side, and there you go. There it is, the 2 gig version European model LG G3 in this pretty good looking and metallic looking, although plastic backing, gray color, also called titanium from LG. Let's just put the phone to the side and dive deeper down into the box. So you lift up this latch and out comes the typical quick start guide right here. Probably also some warranty information in here, and yeah, let's put that to the side too. Going deeper down into the box, we have the European model charging adapter, travel adapter, standard USB port up top. This should be charging your smartphone within 2.5 hours at 1.8 amps till this 3000 milliamp hour battery is filled up. Let's put that to the side, go deeper down. That's your standard USB 2.0 micro USB cable, so no micro USB 3.0 on this device. Down here we have the 3000 milliamp hour battery. Let's take a quick look on this. There it says 3000 milliamp hour battery in here with 11.4 watt hours. Again, let's put that to the side, and the last part in here is actually the new Quadbeat 2 headset, giving you a bit of a better sound. At least that's what LG is telling us on the phone. Standard in-ear plugs in this case should definitely have a nice bass and keep out environmental noises pretty well. So now that we've gotten all the stuff out of its box, let's take a quick look at the phone. On the front, you have this 2560 by 1440 resolution 5.5 inch IPS panel with a circular designed, or there's like a circular pattern on the bottom right here. The rest of the front stays fully black. Up top, you have the 2.1 megapixel camera, I think that is, and a speaker right there, plus a bunch of sensors, and that's pretty much it. Looking from the sides, you'll see this flowing curve or floating curve design that LG is talking about that makes it really nice to hold this device. And on the back you get the metallic finishing that this is actually a plastic cover that's on the back, but it is covered in a mixture or a compound that is made out of polymers that have been added a bunch of metallic particles to make it look like this is actually a brushed aluminum finish. It even has a certain structure to it, so this is not fully flat or glossy, but it really is, there is definitely a relief going on here, so that keeps fingerprints away pretty nicely. I'm just going to quickly put in the battery and then give you the rest of my quick tour around the device. So the way you open up the device is you look for this thing up here and you just pop it off back here. Sometimes that turns out to be harder than you might expect because it does really hold on very nicely to the device. Let me just work my way around here. Open this up. Just a quick heads up, this is actually a G standard compatible wireless charging backplate. So standard built-in wireless charging here from LG. Let me just whip out the battery right here, pop this in. That's the right way around here. And before I close this down, these are the contacts for the wireless charging backplate. And here you have a combined slot for your micro SD card slot and your SIM card. So put the cover back on here. And now let's take a quick look. I'll leave the falls on just for the German video that I'm going to shoot later on. So we have a dual color flash up here, 13 megapixel camera including OIS plus optical image stabilizer up there. This is the typical rear button setup from LG that has again been improved quite a bit, and it is pretty nice to use actually. So you have the volume marker on the back right here and the on and off button in the middle. This guy over here is actually the so-called laser autofocus. This, when you use it and use it in a bit of a darker environment, you'll actually be able to see that there's red light being emitted right there. So that's the infrared laser that is powering this super fast autofocus that is on this device right here. Up top you have a infrared blaster, so you can use this as a remote for your TV. Right next to that is probably a noise cancellation mic, and that's pretty much it. On top, on the Korean model, you would have a antenna for the DMB-T receiver that's also built in here, but that TV standard is only supported in Korea, so they have left this out on the European and US version of the LG G3. The whole thing weighs in at 150 grams, and it's super light when you take out the battery, so the phone itself only weighs 110 grams, and adding that battery makes the weight go up to 150 grams. This black spot around the USB connector right here is actually just some stuff that's in this foil that's still on here. I'll peel that off later. We have the mic down here and the headset jack right there. That's pretty much it. On the back, not to forget, is the 1-watt speaker right there. Yeah, so that's been a quick look at the LG G3 in an unboxing, and I'm just going to turn this guy on and show it to you in a bunch of other videos later on.